Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to six, and the general manager of Dan Cummins Chevrolet Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest used car franchise dealer in the United States of America. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. I still got music in the headphones. It is Monday, February 19th, and I cannot wait. I have been waiting all weekend to be on here with you guys. I hope you had an incredible weekend. I had an incredible weekend, and I just saw something that makes me happy. I just saw that my boy Chuck Miller is in here this morning. Good morning, Chuck Miller, rising and grinding. My man, good morning, Patrick Booth, Brian Olson, John Hinkson, Robbie Sockett, Toomey, Mr. Aaron Jones, and Gary Pollard. What's up? Eddie Dwiggins, good morning. You guys, in 8 minutes last night, I'm telling you, in 8 minutes last night, my entire life has been changed. My entire life has changed once again in 8 minutes last night, and I'm going to share some of that with you guys today. It is going to be powerful. After a powerful weekend, we're going to have a powerful show. Good morning, Mario. Good morning, Josh Marks and Aaron Barnett. Good morning, Carrie Osborne back in the States. Good morning, Gregory. What's up? Jay Linden, my man who has been rising and grinding and taking care of his health and taking care of his body, who I am so proud of. Good morning, Mr. Jeremy Linden, Zach Taylor. Oh my gosh, we got them all in here today. Hold on, let me get my little rise and grind cup. Let me take a sip and get some water. Hey, I hope you had an incredible weekend. I can tell you I had an incredible weekend. As some of you guys saw through my post and whatnot, I got to spend some time with my son. I got to spend some time alone, just me and my boy, and it was pretty incredible. You can go to my page. You can see a bunch of pictures of that experience. We got to attack the mind, the body, and the spirit, all three, and it was phenomenal. Good morning, my man, Darian Sanders. What's up? Good morning, Frank. But, guys, listen, man. Yesterday was super cool. Yesterday was a powerful day in my life. Yesterday was one of those days that you come across every once in a while where everything just changes. Everything kind of comes together for a moment. And in 8 minutes last night, everything for me changed in 8 minutes last night. But it started even earlier. It started yesterday morning at church. I was so proud because my boy Aaron Jones. My boy Aaron Jones was at church yesterday morning again, 2 weeks in a row. Him and his wife, Melissa, they were at church. And what was even cooler is because Aaron and Melissa decided to make that choice to go to church and join me at church yesterday, or 2 weeks ago, his parents, David and Elizabeth, they actually showed up at church yesterday too. And I was just kind of shocked. I hadn't seen David in a long time. These were some people that were very important in my life early on when I first moved to Kentucky, and I hadn't seen them in a long time. And I just got to thinking how powerful it is that, you know, my actions, I chose to go on to the rise and grind, and I chose to start to express myself on this platform, and we built this community, this powerful community of hashtag rise and grinders that are spreading and just putting all this positivity into the world. But that one action, that one choice got Aaron, you know, Melissa was watching, and then Melissa got Aaron to start watching, and then it started to impact Aaron's life, and then now Aaron joins me at church, and the next thing you know, Aaron's parents are joining me at church, and we're just creating this bond and developing this relationship. We've known each other all these years, but just a couple simple actions are bringing us together on a spiritual level, on a higher level, and it's just truly amazing how one person's actions can change a person's life. Your actions can change a person's life. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? I think it's the coolest thing in the world. And I think what's even more powerful, what's even greater, and one of the biggest lessons that I learned this weekend is we all get it, right? We all get it that one person can change a life. We all get it, but we never really know how God's going to use that. We never really know like God's plan. And I don't know about you, but for me that can be very frustrating at times, right? Like how are we supposed to know if something is God's plan? Like is it his plan or is it my plan? Am I following what God is putting on my heart, or am I following the mind? Because we all know the mind can be very persuasive, right? This tool that we have up here in our head, it can talk us into things, and it can also talk us out of things. It can help us to, not help us, but it can lead us towards making bad decisions. It can also lead us towards making good decisions. But this right here, the heart is what God is connected to. The heart is where God leads us. And so how are you supposed to know? You know, I frustrate with this sometimes. Or I get frustrated with it sometimes. I don't know, am I following my heart or am I following my head? I know that a lot of you guys out there, you guys have these questions. I see them in the groups, and I see them on these posts, and you guys have these questions like, do I stay here? Especially a lot of people in the auto industry, man. There's a lot of people in the auto industry, and they're asking these questions like, do I stay where I'm at right now? Or do I leave? Should I move? Do I pack up my family and do I move, or do I just hunker down kind of where I'm at right now? Are these problems that I'm having, are they problems that I'm going to take with me wherever I go? Or are these problems that just exist in the environment that I'm in right now? And so I sometimes have frustration with this, and I'm assuming you guys do too. You know, are you following your heart? Are you following your head? And ultimately, I want to tell you right now, I don't know the answer to that. Like, I don't know how to rid yourself of those questions. I don't know how to always separate between what is the heart and what is the head, because sometimes it can get incredibly confusing. But here is something I do know, and this is where my life changed yesterday in 8 minutes. Okay, here is something that I do know. Okay, and this is super cool. All right, here's what I do know. I know, and I learned this. I learned this from my friend Oprah. Okay, I ran across an Oprah video of all people. Okay, but check this out. All right, listen. Here's what I do know. I know for a fact that you are a child of God. I am a child of God, and that which is born of all that is, okay? You are born of all that is. You are a spiritual being that is having a human experience, okay? We are all spiritual beings that are having human experiences. Now, listen, because you were born that all that is, because you are connected to source, you are connected to the God of all, because of all of that, all that is possible for you. Please, let's just hang on that for just a second. I want you to know that this morning. All that is possible for you. I heard those words last night. I heard those words, and I'll connect a link to the video that I watched last night, but I heard those words. And I'm going to tell you, in 8 minutes, my entire life changed. Sometimes we can doubt ourselves. Sometimes we can think that there are things that are out there for others that others deserve and that we do not, because of who we are or where we come from, because of the mistakes that we've made in the past, or because of our bloodlines, or because of our environments. Sometimes we fall into this trap of thinking that there's things that are out there for others that are not out there for us. And I'm here to tell you that right now, first thing, Monday morning on the Rise and Grind, it's 5:39, and I want you to know that all that is possible for you, because you are connected to Source. You are a spiritual being who is having a human experience. Now, I don't know about you, but I want to fulfill the highest and truest expression of myself as a human being. That's what I want to do. I asked you guys yesterday to post pictures of things that you are proud of in the Rise and Grind group, and you guys posted so many beautiful things that you're proud of, your kids and your grandchildren and your accomplishments and all these things that you're so proud of. And I want to tell you, it's so much fun looking through that stuff. I love it. But for me, today, I want to make him proud. I want to make him proud because all that is possible, he has made all that is possible for me. He is my father, and I want to make my father proud. And in order to do that, we have to do a few things. And this is going to be our lesson today on Monday morning. We have to do 4 things in order to make our father proud, in order to come to the realization that all that is possible for me. And one of the first things that we have to do is we have to chase our visions relentlessly. You must chase your visions relentlessly. This world has a way of slowing us down. This universe, this existence, the day-to-day, it has a way of kind of getting in the way. We'll have these big dreams, and we'll have these visions, these things that are placed on our heart, these things that are placed inside of us. We don't necessarily always know where they come from. We sometimes get frustrated. We sometimes just don't understand. But we need to chase these visions relentlessly and not allow the mind, not allow the head, the brain which likes to rationalize, the brain which likes to minimalize. We cannot allow that to get in the way. You must chase your vision relentlessly in order to make your human experience, you're a spiritual being experiencing a human experience. In order to make it all that God has planned for you, all that he has dreamed for you, you have to chase your vision relentlessly, push through every single wall. This is something I'm pretty good at. I'm pretty good at chasing my visions. One thing that I'm not as good at, and I'm getting better at every single day, I'm telling you, I read some books this weekend. I'm jacked up. I'm fired up. I'm telling you, I'm ready for this week. This week better watch out because I'm coming at you. But the second thing that we have to do is we must, it is a requirement. You must define who you are. You've got to steer the boat, guys. You have to define who you are. You cannot allow others to define who you are. You cannot allow society to define who you are. You cannot allow your parents to define who you are. You cannot allow your spouse to define who you are. You must define who you are. Sit down, take a pen, take a paper, figure it out. Write it down. Who are you? Because we're all unique. We're all different. We all created to be different person. You can't be me, and I can't be you. You must define thoroughly who you are. And we have some other videos on this. You can go back on how to define who you are and label the 5 things that discuss who you are. Husband, father, GM, author, motivator, speaker. That's who I am. That's who I'm diving into. I am a child of God, but I must define the 5 things. I must define who I am and chase those visions relentlessly. Now, once you've defined who you are, it is an absolute requirement in order for you to reach your full potential, in order for you to become the person that God wants you to be. In order to do that, you have to serve others. You have to serve other people, period. You cannot, it is not a selfish mission. You cannot do this alone. You must serve others. And when you serve others, 2 things happen. When you start to fill the cups of other people, those people start to fill your cup. And that's the fuel. That's the fuel. That's where the fire comes from. When you put yourself out there and you go on the platform and you put yourself out there at 5:30 in the morning and you say, hey, I'm going to do this. And you start filling the cup and you start encouraging somebody like Aaron Jones and his family. And then you start to fill them up. And then they turn that cup and they pour it over and they start to fill up their parents' cup. And then you show up at church yesterday and not only are they there, but their parents are there. And you're serving together and you're experiencing this life together and you're filling each other's cup. It's powerful. Oh, it is so powerful, guys. We have to serve others. On the job, whether you're selling cars, whatever you're doing, I'm not sure where you're employed. I'm not sure what path you're on. I don't know. But if you change the paradigm, you start to look at everything on how can I use this to serve other people. If you're talented at writing, how can you write to serve others? If you're talented at speaking, how can you speak to serve others? If you're talented at dancing, how can you dance to serve others? If you're talented at selling cars, how can you sell cars to serve others? Once you switch that paradigm to where every action is to serve others, I promise you, success will follow. If you try to take those actions trying to serve self, I promise you, you will destruct. You will absolutely destruct. And the fourth thing that we have to do, the fourth thing, and I just love seeing the words up on the screen, man. Today, start today. Rise and Grinders, I need you to do me a favor today. I need you to go out there today, and I need you to be excellent. I need you to be excellent in all that you do. Please don't be average, because you're not average. Please don't be poor, because you're not poor. You are excellent, and I need you to be excellent. When you become excellent, when you do everything at an excellent level, you become unforgettable. You become absolutely 100% unforgettable. And that's the goal, right? That's the goal, whether it be in our careers, whether it be in our families, whether it be for our children or for our parents. We ultimately want to be unforgettable. We don't just want to leave a mark. We don't just want to create a legacy. We want to be unforgettable. We want people to say, I'll never be able to forget that guy. I'll never be able to forget how that woman right there, how she changed my life. And the only way we can get there is to be excellent. We have to do the right things all the time. That's part of being excellent, is doing the right things all the time. Not just when people are watching, but doing the right things, even when people aren't watching. So listen, guys, we have to chase our visions. We have to define who we are. We have to serve others, and we have to be excellent. But ultimately, I want you to know that it all ends with this. Okay? It all begins and ends with you. Every single choice, the biggest choices in your life, they all begin and end with you. This is your life. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, but it's yours. It's no one else's. No one else can define who you are. No one else can tell you what to do, when to do, or how to do it. You have the final say. You have the final vote. You have the opportunity to choose to be excellent. You have the ability to choose to serve. You get to define who you are. No one else can do it for you. No one else can do it for you. Because listen, you are connected to Source. You are a child of God. Anything that is possible for you. You simply have to make the decision and be excellent in all that you do. You guys, listen. You're just an amazing person. Darian, Ryan, Lena, Jeff, all you guys, Becky, Aaron, everybody in here. There's Beth, Greg, Chuck, Carrie, all you guys. My man, Aaron Jones. Dude, you are an amazing person. You are making a difference on this planet. You are part of an elite group of individuals that choose to rise and grind. The positive energy that you guys are forcing into this universe is contagious. It is starting to affect all of those around you, your family, your friends, your coworkers, and it's all because you are making the choice. Because you are special. You are important. And I need you to know something, that I, for one, I love you. I absolutely love you. I know you're going to have an amazing Monday. I know that for a fact. Today is going to be an incredible day. I'll put a link to the video that changed my life in 8 minutes. I'll put it in the comments. You guys go back and look for that. If you need some more videos, some more motivation, some more inspiration, you need some business strategies, whatever, go to youtube.com/inthebeginninginspiration. There's over 100 videos up there that we've done, over 100 videos. Of course, if you need some gear, you can go to glennlundy.com and get your Rise and Grind gear there if you guys want. But listen, man, I need you to have an incredible Monday. I need you to know that all that is possible in the universe is possible for you because you are a spiritual being having a human experience. Have a great Monday, guys. I will see you mañana.